The International Women's Day. I'm Ivha Enike-Ekhelar.
And I'm Adia Dauti. We are celebrating some of the amazing women here at Rutgers on this Thursday, March 8th, 2018.
Our weather woman, Ashley Cornish, will give you the regional and big picture forecast for the day.
Daniella Cardona will paint the town scarlet at this year's Hairitage Confrence and celebrate the history of Afro-textured hair.
We will meet Bonnie Zheng. Hello and welcome, Rutgers. It's great to be here on this snowy Thursday morning.
We're here to wake you up every Thursday morning this semester with all of the exciting news, events, and weather.
So, Adia, how was your snow day yesterday?
So yesterday I woke up in the morning and I didn't see any snow, so of course my roommates and I were like, where's the snow? And then it started snowing really heavy, and then I was doing homework all day, and then we were baking cookies because we couldn't go out or anything. So I was like, okay, let's just make some cookies in the apartment. So we all hung out, did homework together, made some cookies. It was fun.
Yeah, my snow day was pretty similar. I woke up, I got a good night's sleep. I woke up and then I looked out the window, no snow, and then 2 hours later, there's the snow.
Yeah, it went from 0 to 100.
It really did. So I just spent the day drinking hot chocolate and watching Netflix.
That sounds like the perfect snow day.
It wasn't productive, but it was nice.
Ashley, what did you do on your snow day?
Okay, so I had a pretty good snow day yesterday, actually, too. So I have to wake up at 8 a.m. every Wednesday morning and go to Rutgers Gardens, has a weather station over there where I'm supposed to go and record different temperatures and stuff like this. So I had to go at 8 a.m. and obviously I was really scared that I wasn't going to be able to get over there because of the snow, and I drive a really old two-wheel drive car. But I woke up in the morning and there was no snow, so I was shocked. I was like, okay, I guess I could just do this. So then I got back from that, and then I went back to sleep, woke up around 11. I did some homework as the snow started to finally pick up, which was really, really nice. And then right around noon, I don't know if you guys heard it, but there was thunder snow, which as a meteorologist, thunder snow is so, so exciting. Thunder snow, so basically what happens is a bolt of lightning will happen during the snowstorm, and it's not obviously unheard of, but it's really, really uncommon. In fact, there are actually only on average, about 6 thunder snow events every year, and New Jersey yesterday got, I believe, 8 in total just with this whole storm. So we were freaking out. There was a giant bang in my right outside my apartment yesterday. So everyone was popping out of their doors, what was that? What was that? And I live with another meteorology major, so naturally we're freaking out because we're so excited about this thunder snow. So it was just a really, really cool thing to experience as anyone, but especially meteorologists. And then throughout the rest of the day, as the snow got a little harder, we went out. I've got my other roommate. He's in the companion animal club, so we got to take our dog PJ out to play in the snow. He was running around, fetching a ball, playing with sticks, and then after, for the night, me and my roommates just kind of stayed in, watched some Netflix, and drank hot chocolate. So all in all, it was a really, really good snow day. All right, back to you guys.
That sounds great, Ashley. So not only are we celebrating Mother Nature with all this snow, we're also celebrating all the important women in our lives because today is International Women's Day. Do you have anyone in mind to celebrate?
For me, I have a lot of powerful, strong women in my family, so I like to celebrate them. My mom, my sister, my aunts, my godmothers. So it's just a day. I think I'm just going to give them all a call, send them a message.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go call my mom, my grandma, my aunts, all the women in my life. And also, hit up my friends, all my girlfriends.
But while we're celebrating, it's also important to stay safe, so we have a few public service announcements for you.
Black ice warning, watch where you're going. Don't forget to look up because there will be falling snow and ice from wires and buildings all day long.
For those commuting to New York City for internships or any commuters who take the train to school, expect delays. New Jersey Transit is running on a regular schedule for the Northeast Corridor, North Jersey Coastline, and Pacific Valley lines, but customers should expect 20-minute delays system-wide.
NJ Transit's other rail lines are dealing with partial or complete suspensions, so check their website, app, or Twitter to be sure your train line is running. Bus service to the Port Authority bus terminal is also back up and running, but again, customers should allow extra travel time as certain routes may see detours or delays due to downed trees or power lines.
But before we can get to the rest of the show, let's see how much you know.
How old is Douglas Residential College? We'll find out the answer right after this break.
This is Kate. Kate never utilized the many great resources Rutgers has to offer. Now, Kate doesn't have a job. Don't want to end up like Kate? Then you should go to University Career Services. University Career Services provides career-related counseling, resources, and programs to help individuals clarify academic and career goals, establish career plans, develop job search skills, and make successful career transitions. The mission is to build relationships with alumni, employers, and graduate schools to optimize internship, job, and career opportunities. From workshops and webinars to fairs and other recruiter visits, the staff within University Career Services works tirelessly to prepare students and connect them to the world of work. For more information, visit careers.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Before the break, we asked, how old is Douglas Residential College? Now it's time to find out the answer.
This year, Douglas is celebrating their centennial anniversary this year. Happy 100th birthday, Douglas.
It's amazing, 100 years. Can you imagine that? Well, to celebrate this, let's check out the weather with Ashley Cornish to see what you should be dressed for in this weather.
All right, guys, so unfortunately for celebrating the Douglas Centennial, you will still be needing sweaters and boots and all our snow stuff, especially because of all the snow that's currently still on the ground, but let me get to that right now. All right, so our weather headlines today. The thaw out from yesterday will be beginning. I don't know about you, but digging out my car this morning was quite the hassle. I spent like a good 30 minutes trying to dig it out. I had only like a dustpan to come, and then my friend came and shoveled me out, which was really nice of him. And then we've got another seasonal weekend in store with temperatures in the 40s, which is about average for this time of year. And then unfortunately, because we haven't had enough of it, we've got another chance of snow on Friday and then again on Monday. All right, so for today's almanac, we had a morning low of 32 degrees, just right at the freezing mark, which is pretty solid for this time of year, around our average of 28 degrees, not quite as cold as our record low of 10 degrees set back in 1913, and unfortunately it's not getting up to 70 degrees today, which is our record set back in 1987. That would really help us dig out from all this snow. And then our sunrise and sunset are here at the bottom of your screen, which this is almost 12 hours of sunlight, which is starting to get really nice, especially as we start to move into the warmer months. All right, so let's talk about yesterday's snowfall. So here are the snow totals for various places in New Jersey. Here in New Brunswick, we got around 7 inches, which is a lot of snow for yesterday. Flemington over in Hunterdon County, only a couple miles west of us, got actually 17.5 inches of snow. This is pretty crazy because Princeton, which is not obviously that far from New Brunswick, got almost 10 inches more of snow than us. So this was a really crazy storm front that moved through. There was a lot of bands of heavy and light precipitation, as well as the rain-snow line, which is where the rain and the snow separate. That was right over our area. So that's why I kept on changing over from the heavy, gross, wet snow to rain and then back to the heavy, wet snow. So it was just a lot of going back and forth. And then Montvale, this is the highest snow total I saw when I did my research, had a snowfall total of over 2 feet of 26 inches. All right, so here's the radar. You can see that this was a storm front that moved through. As you can see, the rain-snow line, passed right over us. And then, so for the next couple of days, we've got pretty clear skies, I would say. And then there's that little chance of snow on Friday. And then there's this other storm system coming up after this pretty sunny weekend we got here. Monday, we've got this really heavy potential snowstorm system coming on Monday. But hopefully it won't be hitting us too soon, because I know that we're all going to want to be enjoying our spring break on Monday, not dealing with more snow. All right, so for the regional high temperatures, we've got a high temperature of 34 degrees out in Oneonta, 33 out with our friends of Penn State and State College, 43 degrees down in Baltimore, 42 at our Camden campus, and then 44 up in Newark. For the lows across the region, we've got a low temperature of 30 degrees out in Oneonta, 24 out in State College, 29 in Baltimore, and then 29 at our Newark campus, and then 28 down in Camden. Today we've got a high temperature of 41 degrees, which will be helping out as we melt out from yesterday's snowstorm. But be careful because there will be a lot of falling snow. As you can see, there's a lot of snow on all the trees and power lines. So as you're walking, just be sure to look up because no one wants to be hit on the head with a bunch of heavy, wet snow. And we've got mostly sunny skies, which again will be helping us melt out, and then winds out of the west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So then as we go throughout our day at 10 a.m., we've got a temperature of 37 degrees. Partly sunny skies, and then they turn over to partly cloudy skies for the rest of the day with a temperature of 40 degrees at 2 p.m. Somewhere between 2 and 6 p.m. we've got our high of 41 degrees, and then 6 p.m. it's going down to 36, and then 10 p.m. we're going to be getting down below our freezing mark with a temperature of 30 degrees. So as I said, tonight we've got an overnight low of 28 degrees, so I would be careful if you're going out driving or even walking around tonight because all the melting that has been going on throughout the day will begin to freeze over, and there's going to be a lot of black ice risk. So honestly, if you guys could like stay in your dorm or apartment or even go home, like that's the best plan because you don't want to be outside. You don't want to slip. No one wants to see anyone like injured. So we've also got partly cloudy skies and then winds out of the west at 13 miles per hour. All right, I'll get to our extended forecast later in the show. Now back to you guys.
Thank you, Ashley, for giving us the important weather with the recent snowstorm. But we have tons to get to. Let's check out news and events.
Do you like kicking back in your free time? Sometimes the dorms can get stuffy and boring. So head on over to the Rutgers Zone. Need somewhere to watch sports? Need to satisfy that ice cream craving? Or are you tired of your old video games? Rutgers Zone is where you need to visit. Enjoy some games, food, TV, karaoke, and so much more. And don't forget to ask for those ice cream toppings. With all of the cool things at the Rutgers Zone, why would you even leave? If you are on Livingston campus, make sure you swing by the Rutgers Zone, just a bus stop away. For more information, please visit zone.rutgers.edu.
I don't care because who knows what that word is.
Welcome back, Rutgers. We have tons of exciting news and events to get to, so let's jump right in.
During the 1930s, artists captured the world's imagination of Mexico by portraying it as a leading cultural destination. Yet current media coverage of Mexican-American relations tends to focus on the hostile political risks. The Zimmerli Art Museum has created an exhibit that focuses on early 20th century artists who promoted a romantic and idealized Mexico during an era of radical change. On March 6th, Art After Hours First Tuesdays will be celebrating impressions with an evening full of free programs. This exhibit will highlight the transitional approach to considering the transitions of art between Mexico and the United States and focus on the important role that prints played. The art exhibit will be divided up into 3 sections that will reflect the internal and external perspectives of a rich cultural heritage. Come stop by the Zimmerli Art Museum all the way until July 29th to experience an amazing exhibit. To find out more about this exhibit, contact Teresa C. Watson at cwatson@zimmerli.rutgers.edu. So this is a really amazing event that's going on, celebrating Mexican culture and showing the beauty and art behind it instead of focusing on all the negatives.
Right. I love how Rutgers is like so diverse and that like this event is specifically towards, you know, the Mexican American history. And it's awesome that like students can go out and like enjoy the exhibit, and they also have all the way up until July to do that. So I think everyone should check that out. And speaking of sites worth looking at, does your latest selfie look like you? Not really, according to Boris Paskover, an assistant professor at Rutgers, New Jersey Medical School's Department of Otolaryngology, who specializes in facial plastic and reconstructive surgery. After being frequently shown selfies as the motivation behind getting plastic surgery, Paskover decided to investigate. Working with Ohad Fried, a research fellow at Stanford University's Department of Computer Science, he developed the Rutgers-Stanford model to show how photos taken at close range distort the appearance of the nose. The model, which was recently published in JMA Facial Plastic Surgery, finds that the nose appears wider in pictures taken 12 inches away, like a selfie, than in photos taken from 5 feet away, like in a portrait. Young adults are constantly taking selfies to post to social media and think those images are representative of how they really look, which can have an impact on their emotional state, he said. I want them to realize that when they take a selfie, they're in essence looking into a portable funhouse mirror. I think it's so crazy how that, they found out this research. I would have never thought that, our selfies, distort the way we look.
Yeah, I know, and sometimes I even take selfies and I'm like, you don't look the same in the mirror.
Right, you always look a little bit better in the mirror, and then you look at the selfie and you're like, So now I'm like not crazy when everyone's like, why are you taking so many selfies? And I'm like,
you're trying to find your face.
Exactly, because it's just right.
But speaking of introspection, if you are interested in learning more about our very own Douglas Women's College, on Wednesday, March 21st at 7 p.m., authors, alumni, and Douglas faculty will be sharing their reflections to explore the campus's strategic transformation over the past century. The Centennial Book Launch will be held at the Kathleen W. Ludwig Global Village Learning Center on Douglas campus. Hope to see you all there. For more information, contact Mary Sneed at mary.sneed@echo.rutgers.edu. So this is a really important event going on, celebrating women and giving Douglas College the chance to celebrate themselves.
Right, I love how Rutgers has so many events going on, to celebrate women, especially because it's, International Women's Day today and it's Women's History Month. And speaking of, if you are looking for ways to celebrate women's history this month, and if you're unsure how to lead, come to the 7th Annual Women's Leadership Conference. This is what leadership looks like. Hosted by the Rutgers Women Leadership Coalition and the Edward J. Blaustein School of Planning and Public Policy. The conference will focus on the opportunities professional women and allies have to advocate for themselves and others in a variety of roles. The event will take place Friday, March 23rd from 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Women's Leadership Coalition at 33 Livingston Ave in New Brunswick. To find out more information and get tickets, search Rutgers WLC 2018 Conference on Facebook. I think it's really important and necessary that, women at Rutgers have a place that they can go to gain those leadership experiences.
Yeah, and I think it's really important and really good that Rutgers is giving us a place to celebrate women, a place to support them, a place to show them this is what you can do, and these are the skills we're going to arm you with to go forth and do these things. But in the same vein of celebrating women and celebrating different diversity and differences, let's check out Daniella Cardona at the Hairitage Confrence.
Hello Rutgers, I'm Daniella Cardona, and today I'm here at the Livingston Student Center for the Hairitage Confrence, where we are celebrating the history of Afro-textured hair. Let's go check it out.
The Hairitage Conference is an opportunity for the Rutgers community to engage and talk about what their experiences are around their hair. The conversations are centered around Black and Afro-Latinx identity, and in the latter portion of the event, we focus and center the conversation around Black and Afro-Latin entrepreneurship, creativity, and art.
And what does your hair mean to you?
My hair means courage. It takes a lot to wear your natural hair, especially for an African-American woman. It's not looked at as something that's neat or professional or beautiful, and it is. And I love my kinky curly hair.
It's becoming my form of art expression. And I never thought of it that way till I did my haircut. And now I want to try different products, cuts, styles, and all that.
It's all about using natural products. You do not have to break the bank. So a lot of people think that when they go natural with their hair, they think that they have to buy some really expensive products just to maintain the health of their hair, and they really, really don't. So I'm just showing and educating what the natural products do for your hair, and you don't have to break the bank. So it's all about just maintaining proper hair care with natural products.
Why do you think it's important to have a whole day devoted to Afro-textured hair?
I believe it's important to actually recognize our heritage in the end. You know, we need to have this open discussion. I would say the mentality of it, the acceptance of it. So I just feel like there needs to be more awareness, and we're just doing just that with this event.
And what are you selling today?
I sell print, African print accessories and clothing. I love prints and I love colors, bold colors, and my hashtag line is, I'm coloring your curves.
Well, Rutgers, it's been a long day, but I definitely learned a lot about the history of Afro-textured hair. Until next time, keep painting the town scarlet. I'm Daniella Cardona, RUTV.
Thank you, Daniella Cardona, for taking us through the Hairitage event. That seemed like a really fun event.
Yeah, I think it's really nice to like celebrate different hair textures and to like find out what works for you, because it's fairly new for a lot of people to like work with their natural hair texture recently, I think.
Right, definitely. Because like Afro-textured hair, I feel like is not as represented in mainstream media. So it's great that like the Rutgers community can come together and figure out like what different products work better, what different styling techniques. So it's really awesome that Rutgers can get together and have this diverse event.
Yeah, we still have a lot of the show to get to, but for now, let's go to a break.
Did you lose your ID? Not sure of what to do? First, send an email to lostcard@aps.rutgers.edu to suspend your card so no one else can use it. Next, visit one of the RU Connection offices to have your lost or stolen ID card replaced. There is an office located on every campus. Rutgers Hall on College Avenue is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Bush, Cook Douglas, and Livingston campus housing offices are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m. The Public Safety Card Office is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Fridays. You will need to pay for your new ID with $20 in RU Express. If you don't have RU Express, you can go to the cashier's office next to Records Hall before getting a new ID. Make sure to provide a form of unexpired government-issued photo identification when asking for a new ID. It's that easy to replace your ID. Make sure to keep it in a safe place so you don't lose it again. For more information and a more detailed explanation, visit pst.rutgers.edu/rules.php.
Welcome back, Rutgers. So Eva, what are you planning on doing for spring break?
For spring break, I told you last week, I work at an internship. I have an internship, so I'm going to be working there for the first 2 days of spring break. Then I'm going to go home, hang out with my family, maybe go to Canada for a few days to join my sister. But besides that, I think I'm just going to have a really chill spring break. Do you have any plans?
It's so funny. I'm actually going to Canada for a few days, so I'm going to go to Toronto for a couple days. And I really want to know what the weather is going to be like for spring break. So Ashley, can you tell us that?
Of course, I would love to give you guys the New Brunswick weather, but fortunately, I'm not going to be in New Brunswick where it's going to be pretty cold. I'm actually going out to Puerto Rico with my roommate, so I'll be sitting on the beach looking at the waves and palm trees for a good 5 days. But for here in New Brunswick, tomorrow we've got a temperature of 40 degrees, and unfortunately, I will still be around, and we've got a slight chance of snow. It won't be anything like what we had yesterday, maybe just a couple flurries, a little snow shower, just like a little band of precipitation moving into our area, but nothing too major, with winds out of the west at 8 to 15 miles per hour. And then for our extended forecast, as you can see, we've got that high temperature of 40 degrees on Friday with a low of 29 degrees. Another chance of those snow showers. Hopefully that won't interrupt my flight at 11 p.m. tomorrow. Saturday, we've got a high temperature of 42 degrees with a low of 28 degrees. Partly sunny skies, so that'll be exciting to see the sun that we haven't seen in the past, I feel like the past month. And then Sunday, we've got another high temperature of 44 degrees, which will be good as we continue to melt out from yesterday's snowstorm with a low of 31. So again, temperatures are getting down below that freezing mark, so be sure to keep watching out for black ice as the sun sets and then the temperatures fall. Monday, unfortunately, look at this. Look, more snow with a temperature of 41 degrees. So with a higher temperature, like about 10 degrees above freezing, it's a chance that it could change over to some rain, and then it'll be kind of like a rainy, wet, slushy snow mix like we had yesterday with a low temperature of 37 degrees, so not a lot of temperature variation on Monday. And then Tuesday, we've got a high temperature of 39 degrees with a low temperature of 24, and then partly sunny skies. So still a little cloudy, but the sun will be back in store for us on Tuesday as we're enjoying our spring break. As always, you can check me out and all the other Weather Watchers on every 15 minutes on channel 23.1. Or if you're not around a TV, you can check out our Facebook page, Are You Weather Watcher? Or if you're not into Facebook or watching TV, check us out on Twitter at RUTV using the hashtag RUWeather. And if you just can't get enough of us, check out our website at weatherwatcher.rutgers.edu. All right, see you guys after spring break, and have a wonderful break.
Thank you, Ashley, for that. That was super informative and helpful for planning out our next week. But for now, let's check out Student Support Services with Bonnie Zheng.
So Student Support Services, they're basically an organization that helps first-generation college students that are underrepresented, and they help in terms of providing tutoring, workshops, modules, a lot of academic support, and a lot of advising. The peer mentoring program has gone through a couple changes. Currently, right now, there's, I would say, around 10 mentors, and the program basically any mentee that wants to have a mentor will get assigned a mentor of their choice. There's monthly meetings, and then there's also meetings where you meet as a group. So every mentor has at least one mentee, and 1 month it'll alternate. 1 month would be that you guys meet individually, you and your mentee, and then the next month would be as a group. And you guys can, of course, meet outside of those meetings. You know, you guys can study together, work out together, get food together. So when I was a freshman, I had a mentor, and she helped me a lot in terms of giving me tips on how to maneuver through Rutgers. And not only that, she was a really good friend too. And then the second reason is I think Student Support Services is a great opportunity for students. So I didn't want to just be a student taking in what they gave us, but also being a student who's giving back. And I've been mentoring since I was a sophomore. I really feel like mentoring is me being able to connect with other people and just helping people out. And essentially what I want to do in my future is helping people and in the healthcare field. So I hope that it will help me develop better communication skills and just helping other people out. You really have to be a friend to them first and not just be a mentor. So a big thing we always talk about is how do you help them if they keep saying they don't need help? You really have to be their friend first and be able to connect with them on an emotional level, and then they'll start coming to you for help, and so they don't feel like they're just using you. There's things that your mentee says to you that makes you realize this is why I love my position. So I would say my favorite part is really being that person that's making a difference in their life, and not only just in academics. A lot of me and my mentees we're actually good friends. So definitely the aspect of helping them out and them realizing and thanking you for it.
Thank you, Bonnie Zheng, for that. So Adia, I really can't wait for spring break. Finally gonna catch up on all the sleep I've been missing.
No, me too. I can't wait. Tomorrow is my last midterm, and then I'm going straight home. I'm literally packing up my bags tonight so that as soon as I'm done with my last midterm tomorrow, I'm just gonna drive home, and I can't wait to go home and see my family. My grandparents actually just came a couple days ago from Albania, so they're visiting us, and they're gonna be here for a month. So I can't wait to spend time with them. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, you're so lucky. I don't start spring break till Wednesday next week.
Till Wednesday next week?
Yeah, I only have half a spring break. It's fine though.
Any time is enough, honestly. You
Yeah.
just need a few days to catch up and relax.
I know.
Take some time to yourself. Watch some Netflix. I have a lot of Netflix to catch up on.
I know. I'll finally have my big bed.
Oh, definitely. No
Yeah.
more twin-size bed. You get to go home and, like, be in your room.
Yeah.
Well, Rutgers, that will do it for today's show.
For more events happening this week, you can go to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruevents.rutgers.edu.
Follow us on Facebook by searching RU Network or follow us on Twitter by searching @Wake Up Rutgers. We love hearing from you.
Tune in to Monday's show with Manuel Silva-Paulus and Kim Peterman for more Rutgers news.
Thanks again for joining us, Rutgers, and stay safe to class today. I'm Adia Dauti.
And I'm Ivha Enike-Ekhelar. Have a great day, and we will see you after break, Rutgers.